Hey guys, Uzi here. Today we're going to be reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Scream. Scream is one of my favorite horror franchises and I'm so excited to read this. Also, please subscribe. I'm really close to 100 subs and I really want to hit that milestone, so yeah, subscribe. Also, I have a Wimpy Kid LLB named Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That becomes email. If you want to read that, it's in the description to the first page. Anyways, let's get on with this. Tuesday. Well, 8th grade was going great until yesterday, and it looked like it might be a good, peaceful year. Well, that is before it happened. Shudder. There used to be this really popular kid in my grade named Jamal. And when I say he used to be, I mean he was murdered in cold blood yesterday afternoon. And here's the flag that was sticking out of his body. Apparently the person who murdered Jamal used this mask to kill him and hide their face. And I don't know what the 8th grade teachers were thinking, showing us what the cameras caught of Jamal's death. Rowley actually ended up passing out while watching it. And Rowley's parents were real strict and won't let him watch anything with blood in it. So I can kind of understand. Everyone got questioned yesterday, including me. Personally, I didn't have a problem with Jamal. And I am not the Ghostface killer. But if I know anything from scary movies, it's that it's always who you least expect. Everyone at school has been a lot nicer to the quiet kids ever since Jamal's death. And personally, I don't think it was even a student. I think it was an adult who did it. But you never know. Sunday. Okay, so good and bad news. Bad news. The Ghostface killer struck again. Good news. I've got a chance at getting together with Holly Hills, my crush, because of what happened. So Holly's sister Heather was murdered by Ghostface last night. She was stabbed in the head and her eyes and her mouth was carved like a pumpkin. And then her head was found on the Hills' doorstep. A pretty gnarly way to go out if you ask me. Personally, I was excited to go to church because I was going to make some good moves on Holly. But Roger was also really sad, but I don't really think he got the memo on how we were supposed to be dressing. After Mom made Roger change, we left home. I was planning on what I was going to say to Holly, and I know Heather's death must have really hurt our town, but I've got to take a chance no matter what happens. As we were entering the pews, everyone was really sad, even though Heather was kind of a jerk when she was alive, but Mom actually started crying in the middle of the church, despite not even knowing Heather. But hey, Mom's a big crier. We also had to hold hands and sing, which I was not on board with. All of a sudden, Manny had a mental breakdown in the middle of the church, which forced us to leave. I tried to make a move on Holly as we were leaving, but I'm not sure I did a good job. So thanks a lot, Manny, you stupid brat. Monday. Okay, so call me crazy all you want, but I think Rowley and Shirag are the killers. Rowley met up with Shirag Gupta today before lunch and then freaking accused me of being the killer right in front of the girls. And I heard Greg Heffley killed Jamal. Shirag and Rowley walked home after school and I followed them. Shirag needed to use the bathroom, so he stopped at my house, and while he did that, I confronted Rowley, and he lost it when I said I found out he was the killer. At first, I thought Rowley was the killer, but he said that he would never murder anybody, and that he was very sorry about what he said about me. But Shirag said he would give him a limited edition dinosaur action figure if he did, and that stuff is like cocaine to Rowley. Well, now I was mad at Shirag, and me and Rowley waited for him for about a solid half hour, but he never came out. So I went into my house to look for him, and believe me, what I saw was not pretty. Shirag was dead. Manny was in the house at the time of what happened, which could only mean one thing. Manny was the killer, but how? I questioned him, and guess what? He told me the killer was Fregley! I should have known that Fregley was the killer all along. Manny said that Fregley snuck into the house with the Ghostface costume on, waiting for me to come home. But when Shirag entered, Fregley decided to go for Shirag. While I was going to get my revenge, I ran straight over to Fregley's house. and Fregley let me in his room. But then he pulled out a knife and tried to stab me with it. He missed, and it was now an all-out fight to the death. I got a few good punches on Fregley, and when it looked like I would win, Fregley stabbed me, and I fell on the ground, realizing that it was the end. Fregley stabbed me again, and it looked pretty hopeless, at least until Rowley shot Fregley in the back of the head. The second the bullet hit Fregley's head, he dropped to the ground and died. Rowley helped me get up and got me to the ER, so I guess Rowley's not that much of a doofus as I thought. Everyone's still shaken up from the murders. I can see why. I still hate Fregley, but also Manny for letting Shuvog die. But I guess that the world doesn't work like that. At least Fregley got what he deserved. Anyways, I'm out of papers, so this is the end. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. I'm really close to 100 subs, and I really want to hit that milestone. Anyways, yeah. Also, the Wimpy Kid LOB that I'm writing is probably going to go on for another, 15 pages before it ends. So, get an eye off that on r/loaded diaper. And I will see you guys next time.